Coach Harbaugh gets called out by was it Coach Bret Bielema called out
Bielema.
Yeah, called out Coach Jim Harbaugh for running to the NFL.
Say his name.
The new Michigan and the Connor Stallion sign stealing scandal put out here on Twitter. He said, "Really? Why did you leave? I was looking forward to playing, but understand why you ran to the NFL. See you in the future and can't wait." You know, I think it's all fun and games here,
but you got to know, Coach Bielema. What? How you say it, JB?
Bielema.
Coach
You got to
Bielema.
understand him. You know, he's a guy that always pokes the bear, man. You got to understand him in that situation. And I mean, we've said it on this show before. We've said it in this segment. It's no more real college football in that sense. I mean, you know, everybody is cheating now, but it's legal, tampering. But, you know, what are you going to do about the tampering? Are you going to tell the kid he can't go there? Are you going to take his eligibility? What are you going to do? So that's why they have those guys that aren't affiliated with the university that can go do that, you know? So I think this one here was just to create a little internet buzz, as he does from time to time.
I like Coach, but I think this is kind of corny though. It's been over a year. Coach Harbaugh is in the NFL. It's been literally over a year since all this stuff went down last year. Say this last year. Maybe he did, and maybe we talked about it, but I don't remember. But my thing, it's been over a year. He's gone. There's no playing against him right now.
Let me ask you this: is this not tied into this?
Fight.
He now has a fight on his hands with Connor Stallions, and we're gonna have some more. We're gonna have Coach on during the spring here on the show during the spring after season ends. He's told me we'll get him on. So I'm curious.
On Wednesday?
Isn't this all tied in? Isn't this all tied into Harbaugh though?
Oh yeah, he inherited that. Well, I don't want to say he inherited that, but yeah, he was a part of that. He was associated with that. He was on staff, no doubt about it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, now we got a guy defending what Harbaugh did versus a Connor Stallion guy, and they're deleting text messages, and they're getting into it, and now the NCAA wants to continue to investigate this brother's program after Harbaugh left. That's the same thing why Pete Carroll left SC before NIL started. He left when they're investigating him over Coach T, Rod. So I'm just saying, man, the NCAA judge, jury, and executioner, they're always going to be, even though the NCAA does nothing to pay kids, help kids, does nothing, they still want to have their hands on this, and that's what's the crazy part about it. So, but Bielema, look, I've known Bret forever, since he was a backer coach at K-State. He took one of my linebackers. He took one of my linebackers named Marvin Simmons years ago to K-State from Compton College. Listen, bottom line is he ain't never won shit. He was good at Wisconsin, had good teams.
Thank you.
But if he had won and used got to benefit from these things, he wouldn't even be saying this.
Right.
Let's be real.
Exactly. And that's why I think this is kind of corny, because I'm like, first of all, he responds to some old clip of when Jim Harbaugh was the coach of the Niners. This is some old clip. And in that clip, I think he said, if you cheat to win, then you've already lost. So you respond to that. It's old clip, number one. Number two, again, happened over a year ago. We already know we got Ohio State is the new national champions, and you still talking about the Michigan team that won last year. That's number two. Number three, Illinois, I like what y'all doing over there. Y'all worry about trying to win the Big Ten. Y'all still a long ways away from competing with to me, the Ohio States, the Penn States, even the Michigans, honestly, of the world. So like, worry about that and leave. Harbaugh is a legend. He's won the Natty. He's been to the Super Bowl at the NFL level. He's much more accomplished than you in the coaching profession. That's just a fact. It ain't about showing favoritism. Stay in your lane right now. That's all I'm saying.
Bret's known he known to throw something back. I'm gonna be running 1,000 with you. We've been to a few titty bars together. We've hung out. He'll throw him back. Huh? He'll throw him back. So what I'm saying is, here's the thing about it though, and I'm gonna defend Bret here on this one. Bret is a head coach for a team in the division of Michigan in the league, in the conference. Let me say conference now with this whole fucking. I have to tweet this out, Smitty, if I'm the head coach at Illinois, because I need players to come to Illinois and feel that we have a shot now to win it all because of X, Y, and Z. And they were pretty good this year. So now I got to make this next step, and I got to show that, hey, man, we could have won too if it wasn't for this guy that did this. See what I'm saying? He using that shit, whether we think it's weak or not. You almost still have to do it to defend your program and to recruit new blood. And you got to come up with some angle, Smitty, because Harbaugh did it. He had an angle. Day's doing it now with his angle. James Franklin just did it. He pulled Ohio State's DC, paid him $3.2 million. Is that going to be their angle? Everybody has to use an angle. So I'm not mad at it because it is what it is. It's tit for tat now, and they all snitching on each other, Smitty. And let's be real, that's what they do. They snitch on each other now. So
it's just creating a buzz. Like you said, he's creating a buzz. He's trying to put his team in the light, so to speak.
I don't disagree with Smitty. I don't disagree with Smitty. You could call it dirty macking or dry snitch or whatever. I don't disagree with that either. But at the same time, I'm going to also look out for my kids because Harbaugh and those other coaches don't give a fuck about Illinois' kids.
No,
I'm just saying, if I'm a senior in high school and I'm getting recruited by Illinois and I see this tweet, this is not going to like, I like that, Coach Bret. I'm going to Illinois now. I'm thinking like, damn, you talking about the other coach who's better than you, has one more than you? That's kind of corny, coach. I'm going somewhere else. That's me,
but micro. Let me talk to you, micro.
That's me, though.
It's bigger than that. It's actually for his current roster, not for new. It's to retain his current roster, not to gain new talent. That's what I think that tweet was about.
Okay.
That's just me.
Harbaugh ain't worried about no Bret Bielema, whatever you even pronounce it. Harbaugh ain't worried about him at all.
You hear me?
So, but they're in different realms.
So if you're at Indy,
so
if you're at Indy, are you going to tweet such things at Hutch?
Thank you. No.
All day.
You ain't putting that out though. No, you ain't. You ain't gonna snitch on him.
I used to blast them motherfuckers because they would always
blast them. You gonna call him a punk bitch?
Here's why though. They would do some old sneaky shit and DM my players on the low, and then my players could know him because they know who I am. They came to me right away. Coach, look at this. I'm blasting them. Hey, motherfucker, why don't you tweet it out in public? If you're going to DM my kids illegally, why don't you tweet it out publicly, motherfucker? I don't tweet your kids. I don't want your motherfucking kids. They couldn't play here. So I just blast it out and make it a
I like that, though. That's gangster. Like,
it ain't really no different.
I don't want to play for you now. You say it like that.
Nah, but it really ain't no different, though, because at the end of the day, you're still talking about the other coach and keeping your current players. That's the same shit.
You're responding because one coach is directly trying to poach your kids, so it's a clapback. Harbaugh's with the Chargers trying to get a playoff win for Justin Herbert. He ain't thinking about Bret Bielema. He ain't thinking about him right now. It's a different situation. That's all I'm saying, homie.
Hey, I agree. We probably talked about this. We probably talked about this for 7 minutes too long.
Yeah, the show might be over now. I'm pissed off. There's nothing else to
because it doesn't even mean it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah, he's not gonna win anyway. It don't matter.
Until they start saying who is they, it don't matter.